Hi guys, and welcome to the channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it so very much. Welcome, my name is Aiden. I'm so happy that you are here. It's another 4 for 4. Hopefully you're watching. Those of you who are, I really appreciate you watching. It does mean so very much to me. I know I say that every video, but it does. Like every view, I get excited about. So today I have face palettes. I have some old palettes. I have some newer palettes. First up, I have the Benefit Real Cheeky Party. This one I purchased. I remember wanting this one, and then I found it in the Vegas airport, and I found it in their vending machine, and I was so excited. I did take out the eyeliner and the mascara. I think that's what it came with, because I don't use those, and I passed them along. Yes, it was a eyeliner and mascara, and then there was a highlighter, and I did take that one out because the top of it was broken. So it's somewhere else, but I'm not going to talk about that. I'm just going to talk about the actual products in there. Then we have the Tarte blush book. I mean, how darling is this one? I remember getting this one and being so excited because it screams high school to me. It's just so cute. It reminds me, I don't know, of Clueless or something. I was very excited when I got it, and it still brings me joy to look at it. Then I have from Ofra, this is the Charm Your Cheeks. This one came in my recent BoxyCharm. This was my choice item in March. Yeah, that makes sense. I'm trying to remember months anymore. And then I have this one from Iconic London. This one came in I think it came in a BoxyCharm too, but I purchased one from the pop-up at one point, and that's what it looks like. So you do get whole bunch of variety there. All right, let's start with the Iconic London palette. So in here you do get what they call Velvet Powders, Highlighter, and Intense Highlighter. So basically when I look at it, I'm seeing 2 blushes, 2 bronzers, and 2 highlighters. And this one was a little hard to work with at first. There, you might have remembered a video where it had some really harsh bronzer up at the top. Yes, I went in a little too much with this palette. This was the palette that I was wearing. So this is what the shades look like swatched. It's very interesting. The highlighters the one is a little too deep for me, but I did end up making it work. Then you have your 2 bronzers. The one bronzer is so pigmented, that bottom one, the matte one. And then you have the 2 blushes. The 2 blushes, I do feel like you can build them up, which is good. I want to make sure that I swatch them in the right spot. So you can build them up just a little bit, which is good. And I think they would be pretty mixed together as well. But I found this palette, once I got used to it, it was fine. But it does have a steep learning curve because, like I said, that one day I had way too much bronzer on. That's because I didn't go in very hard too. But I found out I definitely need a stippling brush with this. This one works a little bit better, the shimmery one, but then you have a shimmery bronzer on. So I do like this one, but it did have such a steep learning curve, and you definitely want to build it up. I don't feel like this would be good for a wide range of skin tones. I kind of struggle with the skin tones as it is because I feel like the bronzers are a little deep for somebody my shade, but I feel like the blushes are too light for anybody that's really much deeper than my skin tone. And then you have the 2 highlighters. So it's an odd palette. It's not my favorite. I think the way that the powders feel is nice, but it's not one that I would recommend purchasing. I don't think it's one that you need to go out and get. It's just okay. Once you get used to it, I feel like it works much better, but prepare to have some blunders when you first start with it. Okay, next up is the Tarte blush book, and they've done many of these over the years. They haven't really done a book like this for the past 3 or 4 years. I don't even remember. This is the only one. No, wait, I think I have a giant wheel too. But this one, I'm really glad that I got it because it's so cute. They did the front and back really nice. And Tarte makes amazing blushes. These are some of my favorite blushes. I love the formula. So if you see the ones that they do at the holidays this year, that they're doing little stacks kind of thing, I think they're worth picking up. That it's great to get a variety. So it does have this little thing in the middle so that it doesn't get on each side, but So that's one thing that's kind of annoying, but it doesn't bother me too much unless I'm trying to like film it and I know it creates glare. So you do get like 4 blushes on each side, and then what can be classified either as a highlight or a bronzer. I think this one is a shade that I could use as a bronzer. It is a shimmery bronzer for sure, but this is what they look like. Forgive me for my kind of wonky swatches. I realized I had run out of room, so that's the 5th one. So on... and they're going to correspond just like that. So this side over here, the side with 4 is this right here. And then the side that I did get 5 in a row is this side over here. I really like the variety of colors. You do have to be careful because they don't all go on quite the same, obviously, because some of them are so dark. So some of them you want to go in lighter on, and then some of them you want to build up a little bit. But I feel like overall they have the same type of formula to them. They're all matte blushes. You do have what I would consider a matte bronzer. You could probably use it as a highlighter, as I said, but for me, I feel like it works as a bronzer. The colors are just really pretty. I like having that variety, and this is definitely one that I'm really glad that I have in my collection, and I will not be decluttering anytime soon. All right, next up is the Ofra palette. This is my newest palette. It does bother me though that the sticker on the back is not centered and not like, it's off center and it's like wonky. Drives me nuts. So with this one, it does come with a little plastic like lid that I do keep on it unless I'm like filming like I am right now. You do get 6 colors. There is a wide variety of colors. These ones are made also so that you can pop them out and switch them over, which I think is really nice. And you do have a wide variety of shades. You have some ones that are way more intense than others, and then some that are even like kind of similar, but if you just want to amp them up a little bit, you can. So that top row, they're going to be much more sheer type of formulas, much lighter. As you can see, I even like double swatched this one. So like I said, I even double swatched this one down here because it is such a light shade. They do build up, and like the bottom row you want to go in very lightly with, but I loved how they looked. I love the Ofra formula for blushes. I think it's a really good formula. I have a couple full-size ones that I gotten in subscription boxes over the years, and I really enjoy them. So this is one that I think is a really good blush, and I don't know if this exact one is available right now because it was made for BoxyCharm as far as I know, but it is so good. I would definitely recommend going out and picking it up if you are in the mood for some new blushes and you like those colors. I mean, look at how pretty those colors are. I really enjoyed this palette. All right, last up is my Benefit, and Benefit has been known for years for being really fun with their tins. Some of my biggest viewed videos have involved the tins. So yes, love the packaging. Packaging is absolutely amazing, but then you get inside and you're like, this is kind of bulky. There's extra stuff in here that I have taken out long since, like given away to others. So basically the powders that you get in here are 4 blushes, and then you get the Hoola bronzer. So you have Dandelion, Rockateur, Sugar Bomb, Coralista, and Hoola. And this is what they look like. They are very, very light. I feel like these are the least pigmented of all of the blushes that I'm showing today. This is technically older, but I don't think that's the problem. These are just naturally lighter blushes in themselves, and they've come out with some brighter ones since then, I would say also. So I do like this one, and I'm really glad that I got it, and really glad that I found it so that I could put it as part of my collection. But I don't feel like Benefit has the best products, the best face products anymore. They're okay. Like, I mean, can you even... I have gone through an entire Dandelion in my life. Sugar Bomb has a little bit more presence. Rockateur obviously has more. Coralista is very... it's like Papa Don't Peach, but a little less pigmented. And then I'm going to show you this other thing that really bothers me. Right here is the hinge, and the metal piece keeps popping out, so then I have to keep pushing it in so that it stays and it doesn't catch on things. So I'm a little annoyed at that. I might try to I have a Z palette, not a Z palette, but you know, a magnetic palette that I have some things that I depotted, and I might do that with this because I've done that with other Benefit products, but for now I'm going to leave them in this because I have so many products in that I'm trying to use up. One of them is a Hoola bronzer as it is. Okay, so ranking them, you probably have already figured out what is in fourth place. The Benefit, the Real Cheeky Party. Just not my favorite. I feel like it is very much for somebody my skin tone, so anybody who is darker, I don't think this would have worked for you at all. And who knows, maybe next year, they haven't had anything for the past couple years that I've been really excited about seeing, so maybe Benefit's going to step up their game again. They definitely need to. I feel like they're losing at the makeup game as far as I'm concerned. Okay, in third place is the iconic London. This is one that I kind of was debating whether or not to declutter it or not. I think I'm going to hang on to it and give it some more tries. I do like the blushes and stuff, and as long as I work small with the bronzers, I think it will work. But I think it ideally would work for somebody with a little deeper skin tone than me. I know I'm very, very fair. So not my favorite, okay formula, but definitely has the steepest learning curve of all of the palettes. In second place, I'm going to put the Ofra palette. I do like the variety of shades that they have in here. I like that it's all blushes. This is the only true just blush palette, and it is very pretty. I like the shades. I'm glad that I got it, and it was worth BoxyCharm for that 1 month. I got BoxyCharm for 2 months, but it was worth it for me that 1 month that I got that because I think it's a good palette. Which means in first place is my Tarte palette. Are we surprised? I was really excited about this palette. I feel like this is such a good palette. I know my friend Patricia has been panning some of hers, and I don't have any desire to actually like pan this all the way because I love it, and I will continue using it. But yeah, this one, awesome palette. I would recommend Tarte blushes so much. I feel like those are the same quality as you get in the full sizes, and you get so much more variety. Let me know your thoughts on these 4 brands. Have you had any experience with their face products? Let me know what you would like to see in an upcoming 4 for 4. I hope you're all having a fantastic day. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I can't wait to talk to you next time.